Today is June 13th. It's 5:02. We're going to open the meeting. So
I guess I'll motion to approve the meeting minutes from last time.
Yes, thank you. They were very nice,
Second.
well written.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, motion approved.
I'm glad because that was with the littles running around everywhere.
Okay, so we'll open it up by talking about the park program. Kathleen reported that it's filling up. We have 50 to 70 participants for each week. Staff's coming in to do their paperwork. She's ordering supplies, as you can see from this room.
Nice display of arts and craft supplies.
So everything's moving forward. We do have, as in years past, we had an anonymous donor donate some money that we've kept in a fund for scholarships if people put in a request. So we did get 3 anonymous requests. Well, we're going to tell you they're anonymous. We got 3 requests for camp weeks. So one request is from a grandmother who is helping out. Her daughter got diagnosed with MS. She's living with her, and the granddaughter's living with her, and the father passed away recently. So she was asking for a request with anything, 1, 2, 3 weeks of camp, whatever, to help, with the cost and things like that. So that's one of them. There was another one, a mom with 2 kids, basically supporting the kids, looking for any help for the kids for whatever we could do, weeks or whatever. And then there was another one from, I can't remember if this is a mother or a grandmother of the kids. Was this one a grandmother or the mom?
That's the mom.
Okay. So mom has 2 kids. They actually have been living in a family shelter. They just got out of the shelter. So they seem to be getting a little bit back on their feet, but is hoping, she does get some assistance for one of the boys, which will help cover a couple weeks of camp. But she was looking, they've come to camp in years past, so just looking for a few more weeks. So based on, my recommendation would be based on what we have left for money in that scholarship fund, and it will exhaust the rest of the money in there, but we've been using the money now. This would be the 3rd year, so I think it's okay if we exhaust it.
Sure.
My recommendation for, just to make it even and fair, is to offer each family 3 free weeks for 1 child each, because they eat, other than the one family that only has 1 child, the other families have 2 children. So I would just say to make it even, especially with the one that has 1 child, it's the grandmother raising her. The mother can't work anymore. She's sick. The dad passed away. So I don't think there's any income coming in. The grandmother actually retired early to take care of the daughter. So the granddaughter.
3 weeks for 1 child per family?
Right.
Perfect.
So 3, that would be my recommendation. So I would have to have someone motion that if they wanted, or if someone had a different suggestion.
No, I motioned that suggestion. Because there was one with the 2 boys and the assistants with 1, so.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes, they do have assistance for one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not for the full,
Yeah.
but
No.
just a 3-week coverage, I think they
Yeah,
said.
and that helps out. So I motion to go with Michelle's suggestion.
3 weeks. Okay.
Second.
Second. In favor? Okay. So motion approved. Okay.
They'll be thrilled. Thank you.
So you'll reach back out to them?
Absolutely
Okay.
will.
Okay, so pool program. So we have a couple decisions to make on this. Kathleen can give a little bit more information. I'll give a brief overview of what's been discussed. So we have 3 sessions. Typically, each session has 45 swimmers in it. That's if we were full. As of today, we only have 39 swimmers for the entire 3 sessions. So based on conversation Kathleen and I have had, we're also still in a predicament, which it's too late at this point, so we do have to make some final decisions that I know last month we talked about briefly. We only have 3 lifeguards that are on hand that are over 18. So those 3 lifeguards are going to have to be here covering every shift, swimming lessons, all that. It's going to be difficult. So once again, a suggestion I'm coming up with is the last week of swim lessons, which is the very end of the summer. We're also going to have difficulty because one of the 18-year-olds is not going to be able to be here that last session. So my suggestion would be, let's just cancel that last session. Kathleen can reach out to the couple that were signed up for that and offer for them to do a different session. If they don't, we'll refund. We'll go through the process of refunding. So I don't think we need a motion to cancel anything. I think, right?
No,
It probably should just be, we want to talk about it. You know, if someone feels differently, the only thing I'm going to say is, like, if we don't have staff, we don't have staff. And if we don't have people signed up that are going to cover the cost of the staff, even with keeping week 1 and week 2, we're probably going to lose money because we don't. And I think, again, moving forward with this on next year, we can look back in meeting minutes from the last 2 to 3 years. We brought this back after COVID, hoping it would catch on, and it's not catching on. So next year, we may just have to eliminate altogether because we can't run swim lessons with 2 kids in it. I mean, parents that are paying for that would love it because they're going to get such a one-on-one.
Literally.
But so my suggestion is we cancel week 3 as it stands and just keep week 1 and 2 for now.
Yeah.
And just refund the people that.
Yeah.
Refund. Kathleen can reach out, ask if they want to move to another week, and if they don't, then we'll refund their money.
How many lifeguards have we hired so far?
So we have 3 over 18, and then the younger ones, how many, Kathleen? 4?
We have 6.
6. So
They're 15 and 16.
So does an 18-year-old need to be present at all the time?
Yes,
What-
per the Red Cross.
Okay.
It's not our
Now,
rule,
what-
and it's liability.
Sir, like, is it just CPR?
No, they would have to get trained.
Okay.
So they have to be Red Cross certified lifeguard, which we do have a training course that they are taking. So even the younger kids are taking it. But we're at the point, we've had this out there for 6 months.
Right?
So,
It is. It's right. I put
It is
the
what it is.
The VOTAC.
Yeah. Yeah.
We did get a couple from the vote.
Oh, good. Okay, good. All right.
One is
They're all
has decided,
But they're young.
but they're
They're
15,
kids.
you know, so
yeah.
which is nice as a first time job, and I think that'll be great. I've met them all; they're wonderful, and they're into it, you know. So the certification is a 2-year certification, so they'll be happy at the Whitman pool. It's a great
Right.
place to work, great staff. So the challenge is the swim lessons, because the swim lessons happen earlier, and you need to be water safety instructor certified to be able to do that. And lifeguarding is like after that. It doesn't involve like teaching swimming lessons, but there's a lot of hours that have to be covered. Lifeguard hours that have to be covered because we're
open 7 days a week.
How long is the training? Do you know how long the training is?
It's a weekend plus online training that they have to do beforehand. So our training, we have a lifeguard trainer instructor who's on staff, and she is doing it this weekend.
All right. I'm going to send a message out to my job and then have them generate the message too. So we're going to see what we can get. Because I feel
They
like
would,
we have...
but the thing is, you'd have to know by tomorrow.
I'll text them all. I'm going to
Yeah.
group chat with like the whole group me thing.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Great. Yeah, and then just reach back to Kathleen if something pops up. So we've already approved to cover the costs to train the lifeguards and get them certified. They're paying a small fee, which will be collected, deposited, and then we're paying the girl who is certifying them and training them. But we've approved that in other meeting minutes. So we don't really...
This has been an ongoing.
Yeah, this has been an ongoing
Yeah.
process.
2 years,
It's not... Yeah. So, again, it's lack of getting kids to apply or want to apply or whatever.
We had a great crew, but they've all moved on.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, because they're all in college or post.
And they need a job a little bit more than 18, 19, 20 bucks an hour at this point, you know. So, but we're...
So we also have to decide about the swim team.
Okay.
The
I was
swim
going to
team
ask about swim team.
The swim team has
Only
8 members. And it needs, whenever you run a program, you need 2 staff on.
Mm-hmm.
So
So I know that, 8 people, it's 2 sets of relays, so it's doable in terms of numbers, but what is it like in terms of the cost? No.
No.
well, I mean, in terms of them, I mean, they pay.
Well, not for them, but like, are we getting the money back to pay for those people with the 8 people that are
For
signed
the
up?
staff?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
That's tough.
Mm-hmm. And I don't think a swim team with 8 people on it is.
There was 13 on it last year. They had a great time.
I was gonna say
Don't get me wrong,
8's
they had
not
so
a
much
bad
fun.
number.
No.
It's a lot of swimming, which is good for the kids.
Yeah.
And they come in, 7:30, go 7:30, 8:15 every day.
Mm-hmm.
Which that's when practice is. Whether they come every day, it doesn't matter.
Sure.
What's the age gap
So
for them?
the challenge
They all
is
the
that
same
if we do that, then that's so the person who usually does that is also the water safety instructor, who is the person who's over 18,
Gotcha.
who is also going to be there for like camp time. Also, so it's just a challenge with. I don't know the solution.
6 times 5 is 30. Times an hour, 30.
Yeah, if we can break even, it might be worth it to have it, just so that next year we can try. But if we're going to lose
But
money...
we've been trying this for
No, I know.
3
So this
years.
is year 3 because COVID knocked it out for 2 years,
Mm-hmm.
and then we got it back 2 years ago. In 21, 22, 20. So we've had it. Yeah, we had it 22, 23. This would be the 3rd year we've been able to have it.
And the numbers went down.
But we won't even break even because by the time you're paid, you're
hourly
paying the hourly people.
Mm-hmm.
That's already $400 over what we collected. Then
Gotcha.
never mind the swim meets.
Yep.
How many meets are there?
So we had just a couple. We had 2.
Yeah, but still, now you
still then
tack
have to
on
pay
2
the-
people, 2 to 3 to
And then
4
you have to have
hours.
2 other you have to have
that
lifeguards.
Lifeguards on do. So it probably costs. Guesstimating these numbers, it probably costs between $2,000 and $2,500 to run, and we're collecting $960.
Oh wow.
And we're already, and I'm only going to
No,
say
I know.
this because it'll be the next thing. We are already so over budgeted on the pool because we've only sold 15 pool passes so far,
Mm-hmm.
which we usually sell well over 100.
Wow.
Not that won't
Right.
pick up.
And it will
It
once
will.
the pool's
It will.
open,
It
but,
will
like,
pick up, but we've already spent over $6,000 to get the pool running because we had a major electrical issue. So we had a $4,000 bill for that. Now we just got a $2,000 bill to open the pool. It's another $2,000 for chemicals. So we're $8,000 into our budget of $10,000.
Yeah.
So I don't see if it was $400, I'd be like, okay, we can kind of cover with the park program into the pool or whatever.
No, that's a
but
lot.
now we're already going to be looking at trying to cover park program money for
And
pool
now.
program because of the issue with the lifeguards.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the other thing. And to be honest with you, we're talking about it. It's recorded and everything else, but this is going to be a big thing they're going to have to look at next year because the town is not paying for any of the pool.
Yep.
The rec department is, but we don't have the money to pay for it. So if we need to have the pool open and lifeguards and all that, it's not going to be open 7 days a week because we don't have the money.
Mm-hmm.
We just don't have the money. If the pool passes aren't selling,
It
and
costs a lot to run the pool. The chemical
Yeah.
prices are as
Everything.
and electricity
Everything.
to run it. And then when we had this electrical issue, that was an extra added cost that we hadn't. Obviously you can't budget for that kind of thing. And then there's things that happen. Like we just had to put in a new chlorine pump. Like it just once it stops working, it stops working. So you have to fix it. So that kind of thing happens. So there's it's an older pool, and there now recently there have been so many issues. Like we had the pump go last year.
Mhm.
That was about $1,500.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, everything kind of happens.
So would you guys suggest canceling the swim team and just letting those people know, like, you can buy a pool pass, we have swim lessons available if that's something you're interested in, but, like, we just can't run it?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
that would be my.
Yeah, we're gonna lose. I think losing too much
Too much money.
for that.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
huge difference.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to approve to cancel the swim team for this year and revisit it next year. We can always put it out there again next year and see if we want to move it forward. Okay. So I don't know. Do we have to? We don't have to approve that $4,400 for the repairs because it's already paid and we.
Well, we actually haven't actually paid it yet. I haven't submitted it, but I have been told that we are paying it.
Okay. Maybe we should just put it in there to approve it because if they ask us, you know. So obviously you heard we had to put a whole new conduit thing to fix the electrical issues. Wires had to be replaced. They had to dig a trench to get out to the street and drill through concrete and all that. So that charge was the install. Bruce Martin helped out a ton, so it did save us money on the digging and things like that.
Oh, that's good.
But we did receive a bill for $4,400 for that. So we do need a motion to approve that.
Motion to approve $4,400.
Second the motion.
Yeah.
All those in favor? Yep. Okay, so we're all
Just
in agreement.
for pool repairs, that's fine.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then
Yeah,
just
sorry.
to give you guys an estimate, like, in addition to that, $4,000 for chemicals, $2,000. Oh, we got a bill for the 2,000, right?
Yes, we just got a bill for the 2,000, which was the chlorine pump and the opening.
So
of
can
the
you
pool.
lump that in there?
How much is that total?
That's 2,000. Another
Okay.
2,000.
Perfect. So,
So this
So we
is
need-
coming out of fiscal year 24. This is coming out of fiscal year 24.
The
The
$4,400.
$2,000 is coming out of fiscal year 24.
25.
okay.
No,
Um,
the 2,000 is coming out because it has to be paid now before the end of the year. So
So
it'll be June 20. So this will be the $2,000 bill will be paid out of fiscal year 24 funds.
So they're both
but they
24.
both are then. You just said that
Yes,
was too.
this has to be paid now too. Yeah. it's
Okay,
due.
so
Okay,
you
so
can lump it
64.
in 6,400.
Ryan, you're okay motioning to approve $6,400 for pool repairs?
Yes.
Perfect.
And it's pool repairs and to open the pool. We want to make sure that's clear.
Okay.
I wouldn't lump in the minutes 6,400. I would do 4,400 for the
Sure.
electrical issue because we want to make sure it's clear. And then $2,000, it was a separate bill, separate
open the
company to open and a new chlorine pump.
Perfect.
And then just an overview, you can put approximate costs coming forward, $4,000 for chemicals. Electricity last year was over $1,500, so we're expecting that to probably even be higher this summer. So if you want to add that in there, we don't have to approve anything, but just to have it in there.
Is there a copy for today's agenda? I didn't.
No,
get one.
I didn't send
Oh,
that
okay.
agenda, sorry. It was just in the one she sent that she put it in.
Okay.
The running of the dogs, DPW is paying this month. Recreation is paying for July. We already approved that. Kathleen did send a letter to football, soccer, baseball to ask their boards to sponsor a month, but we haven't heard back from anybody.
I'll reach out to Joe.
Okay.
Get to
So,
own that tomorrow. So yeah.
okay. Spring season's winding down. Summer baseball and softball's being utilized. Memorial Field Complex, Whitman Middle School, the town park field. So all that scheduling's ongoing. And
That is.
did we get many outside rentals?
We have Sea Dogs and Hitmen are using the fields.
Are Sea Dogs SEA?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And Hitman.
And they're paying customers, so that's good.
Yes.
That will give us a little money.
Which basically goes to pay for the porta potties.
Yeah, exactly.
Wasn't there like a Venom or something? Are they not?
They did. They were using it last summer,
They're not
but they are not
yeah.
using it right now. They haven't reached out and asked. They mostly use the middle school fields.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so 4th of July. I gave everybody a flyer. There's more here if anybody wants to take any.
Yes, post them.
Post them, put them online, whatever. So DJ is all set. I booked him. The only issue with him is if it rains, he will not do it at all because I guess one of his speakers got wrecked last year with that misty rain. So that's all he told me. Whatever. Bonnie's
That's on you, guy.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, it's outdoors, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's going to bring a pop-up anyway. What did he ask me for a pop-up? I don't know. Whatever. We have pop-ups.
We do have one.
Yeah.
So if he needs
Yeah.
one. We had one.
Yeah.
I remember.
Bonnie's Rentals is all set.
Yes.
Okay, glitter tattoo lady. We have 2 ladies coming. They're strictly doing glitter tattoos. No face painting. I said it just wasn't worth it. Heat, whatever. It's easier. The tattoos last. So I've confirmed all the vendors. Sweetie, Shaved Ice, the Boy Scouts, Sweet Standard. She's iffy, but pretty 99% positive she's coming. Heidi's Hollow Ice Cream is coming. The park staff will cover the bike parade and the relay races to help out. So Kathleen has usually like 4 or 6 park staff that day. We cover the cost of that. The pool staff will open the pool from 1 to 4. It's free. Kathleen, again, over there, there's boxes, ordered way more supplies.
Tattoos.
We're getting a craft from the library,
Yes, we are.
correct?
Yes.
Okay. I believe we already approved all the costs of the 4th of July, didn't
I
we?
can look back, but I believe
I think so.
I think we did.
4th of July.
So that day we kind of get here maybe an hour before. I usually meet the jumpy people earlier, so if anybody's around wants to come, that's great. We don't really need a lot of help. I guess the only thing we would have to, you can find out if we have that. Did we?
The approval, I'm looking right
Yeah.
now. It wasn't
Okay.
last month, but I can look in April.
Okay. If anybody wants to come help, the only thing we usually do is
We're good.
set
Yeah,
up
we did in April.
set up a little. I did reach out to Allison Sullivan too. I think she's coming again with beach balls like she always does.
Fun.
The only other thing we thought about last year, we had a donor that donated a pool pass and we raffled that off. We do not have a donor this year, but we could. What I thought about is we do take donations on the day of, like we have that bucket and people put money in it. We could, say make a donation, enter to win a free pool pass, and maybe that would help cover the cost of it. If you want to do something like that, or we don't have to do it all. It doesn't matter to me. If we do it, then we have to have someone manning it, which is fine. We have people here, but I don't know if we want to do that or not.
I think that's a great idea.
I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
I'll motion for a donation bucket with, I don't know how you would word it. 'Cause it's not like a 50-50 raffle.
Just like a
if you
ticket.
donate, you enter into the opportunity to win a pool pass.
Okay. Second.
Yes.
Everyone in favor?
Yes.
Okay. Great.
Did you guys want to do the egg toss this year? It's
Sure.
like the last 2 years I donated the eggs. I can do that again. That's my
Sure.
tradition.
Awesome.
Try to figure out how to strap them on my bike and ride them down that
Yeah.
way.
Yep.
I can also drive them if you need a car.
No, I have a car. I like the challenge.
Gotcha.
He wants to get a ribbon when he gets here.
Yeah, I was upset I didn't get to ride my bike down here today.
I got those for you.
Okay, that would be great. Thank you, Ryan.
Mhm.
And I think that's really it. It kind of runs itself. The only issue we always have is if it rains, we don't have it. Like if it rains bad.
Because it rained a little last year, but not a lot.
No, it wasn't
Yeah.
bad. We were kind of iffy, but the thing is, where it's on a Thursday, we can't push it to Friday because people work, and then the weekend is like, do we bother? You know what I mean? So it's kind of one of those. And the only good part is, if we don't have it, we're not on the hook for anything because we don't pay for the DJ or the jumpies. So really, we're not out any money if we have to cancel, but we're going to pray that the weather's good and all that. So I think that's it for that. Summer movie night is still on the agenda. We're thinking of doing it the last day of camp, which that's what we've done historically, August 9th. The only issue is Kathleen and I discussed, we're going to hold off till next month's meeting to approve any funds for that, because we don't know where we're going to stand
Who
with
knows what's going to happen to the pool?
the pool,
Right.
and all that. And that isn't a cheap night to run. That's the
It's
movie
like
screen and all that. It runs about $1,000.
We did approve the fund.
Did we approve them?
We did approve it, but that doesn't mean that we have to
Have them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That we have
Okay.
them, exactly.
Yeah. So we'll kind of just sit on it. We could approve it, but doesn't mean we have it.
Sure.
So, yeah, and it's usually a pretty decent event. We'll get usually in the years past, we've gotten a few food trucks to show up, and that kind of helps. And so usually what we do is like we'll have Bruce Martin like spray the field the day before, and so the bugs aren't as bad, which they were bad last
They're
year.
bad.
You know, that kind of thing.
Set
The
movie
only
to start at like what 6:30.
yeah.
And when it's getting to be dusk, so it's,
Well, actually, I think. Did we start it or open the gates at 6:30? Start at 7 because it doesn't get dark till after 8.
Was it Toy Story last year?
yes.
Buzz Lightyear? Okay.
Yeah, the Buzz Lightyear.
Buzz Lightyear. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, the only other thing we could do, but I don't know that it kind of ruins the thing of the outdoor movie night, is we could have it indoors. Like, and then
That's
we don't have to
true.
worry about the rain and all that, but I don't know.
It's not very summery.
it is fun to
No.
be outside.
It is fun to be
It's fun
outside.
to be able to run and play in the
Yeah.
grass and stuff.
So,
they do.
and maybe we can come up with, hopefully we'll have some funds. It is, Kathleen and I did discuss, like, we're not, like, of course I keep posting on Facebook, we're almost full. It is a little different this year. We're not full, which is shocking because we had wait
Yeah.
lists last
Yeah.
year. So
Yeah.
I don't
But
know
I think it does
why.
it does kick in like now because families realize that
They're just getting out of school now. And,
Reality starts today at 11 when it's a half day for everybody.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just like
Yep.
wow, and then I mean it's the registrations are open. We take up to 90 to 100 kids per week. So
yeah. So hopefully it'll boost up a little bit. Definitely getting more kids will help with the funding all around with the pool
Yes,
and all that.
absolutely.
So
right.
so hopefully. But okay, open discussion. Anybody have anything?
I had one request, or just asking if it's possible if we could move our meeting time like 15 minutes later, like 5:15.
We can even do like 5:30.
Yeah, that would work. My wife changed her schedule so she gets off at 5. So it would just prevent me having to bring Stella down
Yeah.
and run around crazy while we're having a meeting. So
Yeah, that's fine. I don't see a problem with that. Anybody else?
No.
No.
that works.
I know it's hard. I know with like, because I'm also the type that I'm like, oh, I'm home by 3:30. Let's get this over with. You know what I mean? So I get it, and I don't know if anybody has any suggestions on a different day or night. The only problem Kathleen and I have usually is like Wednesday nights because we have DFS stuff. I work like one Tuesday a month, but it's usually the second Tuesday. So if it was any other night or I don't.
Tuesday's
know-
the only tough night for me.
Yeah. And the only other thing is, like, I'll just say, like, we used to have meetings years ago when I started on this at, like, 7:30 at night, and I just thought that was too late.
That's too late.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
5:30.
Okay,
Perfect,
as
yeah,
long as, I just want everybody to have, like, if you have a suggestion, you're free to,
Yeah. I'd suggested 5:15 because it's just it's closer to 5, the next quarter hour up.
Yeah,
Either one works for me.
it doesn't matter if 5:30 seems better so people can get to, you're not running out the door super quick. It doesn't matter to me. Whatever works. Whatever's easy. Good?
This works.
Good? Okay, so why don't we set the next meeting? I'm just trying to think. So, 1, 2... I know we're going to fall into like that July 4th week if people are going away, or July 4th we'll have our event. So if we want to keep to a Thursday, we could do the 11th or the 18th.
18th I could do. The week before we're on vacation.
Yeah, I was thinking that week was kind of, it could be the tail end of the 4th. So what about the
18th actually
18th?
works.
Good.
Yes.
18th, Kathleen, or
That's
are
good
you
for
away?
That's good for me.
Okay.
5:30 or 5:15. What would we rather?
Whatever's easier. Do you guys want to do? I don't care. Is it easy to keep on the half hour, or is 5:15 easy to remember? 5:15.
Let's do
We keep it
5:15,
to
and
under
then
45
if it
minutes,
gets-
and we're out of here by 6.
Yeah.
Does that
Okay.
work for you?
Yeah, that works.
Is that good?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Takes me 5 minutes to get here. I just can't leave until right at 5.
Okay. All right. So, anything else?
How many eggs do I usually get? I can't remember. It's like, I think it's like 3 or 4 dozen.
3 or 4 dozen. Yeah.
Yeah. I won't go crazy.
Okay. Yeah, and if we don't have enough, we don't have enough. It
Yeah.
is
I
what
got
it
a
is.
Costco card so I can get
Nice.
the
Yes, look at you.
yeah, the
That's
big ass one.
Yeah. Okay. So, motion to adjourn at 5:33.
wow.
Great. Ooh, we rock.
Second.
All those in favor?
Yes.
Yes.
Motion adjourned. Meeting adjourned.